transition to the Q&A portion of the platform. So if you have questions, please raise your hand and Daniel will call on you.
Rosie?
Critique this year's current IVP.
So I first wanted to say that the current IVP did a really great job. I found a lot of really great value in each internal program we have. I think just the one thing I would critique would maybe being a little bit too lax on the engagement of FAM heads and class reps. I think when you sign up to be one of those, you are signing up for a year-long commitment, and they should constantly be reminded of their duties. Ethan?
How do you plan to improve general member retention in programs like the FAM system?
I think next year what I'd really like to do is about the FAM challenges more. I feel like this year the only people really aware of what the FAM challenges actually were the IVP, me, and the FAM heads. I think if we kind of remind everyone what they should do, with whether it's Discord announcements or putting it more in their Facebook chats with what they could be doing for our challenges to get points, would really help people complete these.
You mentioned how you wanted to prioritize culture as an improvement as you began IVP. What would you do in order to improve the other parts as well?
So I think regarding professional and academic, like I said in the speech, I really want to push out more professional and academic challenges in just about every single program. I feel like every single program could have some type of challenge that fits into this, such as whether it's study groups or looking at each other's LinkedIn. I feel like it isn't just the FAM system that has to complete these challenges, but also with mentee mentors and also within your class as well. JD.
How would you handle a FAM or a specific FAM or FAM head group that are not fulfilling their duties as FAM heads?
I'd like to tackle that from the start, to be honest, with carefully picking who is a FAM head and who they are FAM heads with. But of course, if that does happen, like I said, I'd like to hold one-on-one meetings with them. And if they aren't still able to fulfill their duties, even if I am able to help alleviate a little bit, I probably would like to step in and probably fill in as like a little bit of an interim, whether we can find a replacement or I could just do it as permanent. And the
regarding like the heads and memberships, what do you value in pairing, I guess, or putting certain people together?
I feel like it'd just be really important to see which individual traits that each person has and see where I can combine people to where they can cover a lot of different aspects, whether it's people that are a little more outgoing or a little more people that are a little more responsible, or just people that are just a little bit on top of more of what they have to do.
How will you create a welcoming and inclusive space for people in Fusion, especially those who aren't engineering or Filipino?
I think with that, like I said with the cultural, or like I said with just Fusion pillars in general, I know there's a lot of value that people can get from every single one of them. Even the engineering one, like we have general meetings where we build stuff, but not everyone here is an engineer, and we also have a really great time. I just really want to uplift everyone with each pillar and tackle it one pillar at a time, trying to improve each one, making sure we have a strong foundation. That way everyone can find something that they enjoy.
Since the internal vice president serves as one of the president's big hands, how will you support the vice president in ensuring that not only your board, but also the rest of Fusion works to the best of its ability next year?
I think personally, the future president and I would be very devoted to Fusion. I know we would communicate a lot regularly throughout the daily basis, and even just like side conversations are kind of ending up always as Fusion. and it's kind of like, oh, what do we have in store for the next meeting? Do we have any ideas coming up? What can we do to fix this and fix that? So I feel like we're always kind of in constant communication, and I feel like that really helps us work as a better team. Alan?
What is the strength that you have that would help you in being successful at UP?
Okay. I feel like I'm a very personable person. I really like to get to know every single one of you guys, and I feel like I'm always working to up my relationship with everyone, whether it's in Fusion or outside of Fusion as well. I always like seeing everyone and having a conversation with everyone. So I think just me being out there and open to talking to people. There.
What are your other time commitments for next year, and how are this Fusion model?
I currently only have school, so it would be school and Fusion, and I currently do not have anything else lined up at the moment.
A follow-up question, since IBT deals with a lot of internal programs, there's a lot of them, how would you prevent burnout within yourself and the rest of the board?
I know as a board, we're all here to support each other. I know if there's ever a time where I really need to take a step back because I'm human too, and that sometimes I can't handle certain things, I'm comfortable and confident to entrust my board that they have my back and can help me with anything that I need. Jake.
As an executive board member, you are in charge of finding your appointed board. So what are a few characteristics that you would like to have for people to work with?
For me, I really love working with people just as devoted as I am. I think I want to look for people who are really interested in Fusion. It's I don't really know how to say it, but just people as devoted as I am, I think is what is really important. I just want to see driven people. Justin?
As the head of activities such as the residency parent and the kind of system, how would you deal with internal conflicts that maybe people have and they bring to you, and then how would you be able to deal with that in volunteer and private professional?
I think my biggest priority would be to take a neutral approach and learn the conflict from both sides. And once I am aware of the complete situation, I would make a decision on the best interest of Fusion rather than personal interest. I would do my absolute best to avoid this to getting external people, just keep it in a contained space.
We have time for one more question, so if you have a question, please ask it.
Rosie?
Do you have any ideas to help classes get closer with each other?
I think next year I really want to put a bigger emphasis on the class rep system. I know this year was off to a fairly slow start because it was a new thing and no one really knew what to expect. I feel like as the second year class rep right now, I do have a fair amount of experience with getting people together, and I'd really like to share that with the future class reps next year.
Just ask one more question. I have a question. So at the beginning of the year, I think the biggest part of fall is trying to get members in. What are some of your ideas for recruiting members or getting traction with Fusion?
So I know I've talked about this with other people with kind of ideas on how we wanted to start the year. I know there's a lot of really good engagement that Fusion gets with the build meetings, the general build meetings. So I think it'd be really great to kind of kick off the year with, or maybe a little more more energy or higher energy meetings, and then kind of round it out with our more serious cultural talks or anything we have like
Alright, that concludes the IVP platform. Please give it up for our candidates.